There are things about you, deep truths, that no one ever tells you. Not because people want to hide them, but because most of us are too busy surviving to stop and look inward. So today, I want you to pause for a moment. Breathe and open your heart. Because what I'm about to tell you might feel strange, familiar, painful, or comforting, all at the same time. Here's the first thing they don't tell you about yourself. You don't fully know who you are yet. And that's not a flaw, it's human. We grow up believing our identity is something we figure out. But in reality, identity is something we grow into slowly, like a tree discovering its own branches. Maybe you've looked at your life and asked, why am I like this? Or, when will I finally understand myself? You're not alone. Every single person you admire, every confident speaker, every strong parent, every successful friend has asked the same questions quietly. I remember a time when I sat on the bus after a long day thinking, what is wrong with me? Why do I feel lost when everything looks fine from the outside? Maybe you've been there too. That strange moment when your life looks okay, but inside you feel a little empty, a little confused. But here's the secret. That confusion is usually the beginning of clarity. Another truth they don't tell you is this. Your past still whispers in your present, even when you think you've moved on. Maybe someone once told you that you weren't good enough. Maybe a childhood moment shaped how you react today, even if the person who hurt you doesn't remember anymore. Sometimes we think we're reacting to what's happening right now, but really, we're reacting to something that happened years ago. Have you ever wondered why certain things make you angry so quickly? Or why you shut down when people raise their voices? Or why you work so hard to impress others even when it drains you? These are not random habits. These are emotional echoes. Some part of you is still trying to protect itself. And here's the beautiful part. The moment you notice these reactions, healing begins. Awareness is the start of freedom. Another secret, you're much stronger than you think, but your strength rarely appears when you're comfortable. It shows up in the middle of your storms. Think about the times you thought you wouldn't survive something, yet here you are. Think about the nights you cried but still woke up the next day. Think about all the battles you've quietly won that nobody knows about. You carry a strength people around you don't see, and sometimes even you don't see it. There's a quote I love. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Maybe right now you're going through something heavy. Maybe you're carrying responsibilities, fears, pressures, or expectations. But listen carefully. You've already survived every bad day you've ever had. You have a 100% survival rate. Here's something else people rarely tell you. Most of your fears are not about what you can't do. They about what you think you can't do. Your mind is very powerful. It can build prisons, or it can build paths. How many dreams have you postponed because you thought you weren't ready? How many opportunities have you walked away from because you felt small? How many times have you said, I can't without even trying? Sometimes our mind protects us too much. It fears failure so deeply that it creates walls around possibilities. But the truth is, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to walk scared. You just need to take small steps, shaky, imperfect steps. Because small steps still move you forward. Another truth, you're not behind. You're on your timeline. We live in a world that loves comparison. Your friend gets married, suddenly you feel late. Another friend buys a house, you feel behind again. Someone your age becomes successful, you question your path. But life is not a race. And you're not on anyone's schedule. Your pace is your purpose. Your journey is shaped for you. You're not supposed to be where someone else is. You're supposed to be where you are. Look at your life again. Look at what you've lived through. Look at the lessons you've gathered. You're not behind. You're being prepared. Another secret. You hide pieces of yourself even from yourself. Sometimes you act strong because you think people expect you to be. Sometimes you laugh while you're hurting. Sometimes you pretend you don't care because caring feels dangerous. Humans do this all the time. We protect the softest parts of us by covering them up. But what if I told you that the parts you hide, your sensitivity, your fear, your tenderness, are actually the parts that connect you to others the most? They make you real, they make you human. There's a quote that says, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Maybe you've been hiding your wounds, thinking they make you weak. But they are the reasons you feel deeply, love deeply, understand deeply. Another truth they don't tell you: you deserve more compassion than you give yourself. Why are you so kind to others but so harsh to yourself? Why do you forgive others quickly but punish yourself for years? Why do you expect perfection when everyone else gets mercy? Imagine if you spoke to yourself the way you speak to a struggling friend. Imagine if you gave yourself patience, gentleness, understanding. How different would your life feel? And here's one of the deepest secrets. You are becoming someone amazing, even on the days when you feel like you're standing still. Growth doesn't always show itself. Sometimes it looks like rest. Sometimes like confusion. Sometimes like frustration. But all of that is growth. Transformation is slow, quiet, invisible, until suddenly it isn't. Think about a seed in the soil. You don't see anything happening, but something is happening. Roots are forming, foundations are being built. Something is preparing to rise. Maybe you're in that season right now. Maybe you feel hidden, stuck, or small. But hold on. Something is growing inside you. So let me ask you a few questions and think deeply as you answer them in your heart. What would change if you believed you were capable? What would happen if you stopped comparing your life to others? What would shift if you finally forgave yourself? What dream would you chase if fear disappeared for just one day? And here's the biggest truth of all. You are worthy now, not later. Not when you achieve more. Not when you fix everything. Not when you become perfect. You are worthy as you are today, in this moment. So take this message with you. You are still learning yourself, and that's okay. You are healing, even if it's slow. You are growing, even if you don't notice it. You are loved, even if you forget. And you have more power inside you than you realize. Now, if this touched you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone out there needs this reminder. Someone you know is fighting quiet battles. Share this message, like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more encouragement. Your support helps spread hope to others who need it. And before you go, remember this: you are not alone. You are not behind. And your story is still unfolding in beautiful ways. Keep going. You're becoming something incredible.